Welcome to day one of this 7-day sales lead generation challenge. We're going to dive right in. Today is about auditing your website. And to do that, we need to understand what makes a high quality professional lead generation website. First of all, let's put ourselves in the mindset of a first time visitor. Imagine you just walked into a new shop or you've just met a new business person at a networking meeting. There's going to be some questions that you're going to ask them the first time you meet them. So, is this business or website credible? Does it look up to date? Have they used professional imagery? Are there spelling and grammar mistakes? Do all the links work on the website? And is the website fast to respond? Answering yes to all of these will help you create trust with your first time visitor. They're also going to ask, are they professional within this sector? And you need to think about how you can prove that to the visitor. How do they know you're professional? Do you have any trade accreditations? Have you won any awards for your work? Have you been featured in industry relevant publications? If so, then definitely display them on your website. Can I trust this company? So who's trusted you before? The only way to show people to trust you is to present testimonials and reviews. If you're an e-commerce store, ensure that you have security certificates installed as well. And if you're a member of a local chamber, great. Add that to your website and show that you're a member of that chamber of commerce. And does this company have a relevant solution to my problem, need or want? You've got 0 to 3 seconds. You need to present a unique value proposition that's relevant, captures the attention of the reader and makes them believe you have a solution to solve their challenge. These are all the questions first timers will ask you, and that's a lot of information to get across on the homepage. However, it will ensure that you can easily answer the first time visitor questions and get them to click deeper into the website. So let me give you some facts about lead generation websites and why they are successful. Businesses with 40 or more landing pages generate 12 times more leads. A landing page is a standalone web page that allows you to capture visitor data through a web form or, for example, warm up the visitor before signposting them further down the sales funnel to a transactional page. It's not simply just any page you might actually land on the website. And if you have more of these landing pages with more targeted campaigns, you have more places for conversions to happen. In fact, the very reason you're on this course is because you came on one of our squeeze pages or landing pages and signed up to the 7-day lead generation challenge. We've now captured that data and we are sending you a drip feed of emails over a series of 7 days. That's exactly what a landing page is, and you need to capture that visitor data. Lead generation sites also have a huge range of content, including ebooks, white papers, blog posts, articles, checklists, infographics, videos, podcasts, webinars, and the list goes on. In fact, in day number 2, we're going to go through a list of over 20 different content types you can create and you should be using on your website. If you're not, you're missing an opportunity and your competitors definitely are using them. Brilliant lead generation sites also display unique value propositions. It's a clear statement describing who the product or service is for, what the end benefits of using it are, how it solves the user's needs and wants, and why it's different from your competitors. So make sure you create some unique value propositions and then display them clearly on your landing page, your homepage, and your product and service pages to get your message across. Calls to action get tested and reiterated in winning lead generation sites. In marketing terms, a call to action is an instruction to your audience to provoke an immediate response, usually using an imperative verb such as call now, find out more, or visit a store today. Calls to action, or CTAs, are more than just buttons on your website. CTAs compel your visitors into doing something and parting with their precious data, as you did on our landing page. A CTA will start out with a headline about what it's about. For example, download our free guide on how to bake. And then it will support itself with some more detail. For example, learn how to master cake baking in this 30-page guide with step-by-step practical instructions. I nearly got it out. Anyway, along with a thumbnail and digital asset. For example, a screenshot from the opening page. Then comes the button. Now, most people think this is the CTA, but it is in fact the place where the conversion happens. Someone has to click that button. So make sure it's contextual. You want them to download it now. So the button should say download now. This pops open a data collection form in exchange for the value added content, i.e. our guide. CTAs are all about creativity and testing your ideas until you reach a conversion performance level that aligns with your overall business growth strategy. So have a think about what calls to actions you can add to your website today to get a few more conversions and a bit more data out of it. Headlines get tested. We're always testing headlines in different ways with A/B testing. And in fact, a change in a headline alone can see a huge rise in conversions. Here is an example of how 37 Signals changed their headline and they saw a 7% conversion rate over the original headline. You can use A/B testing tools like Google Analytics, Unbounce, and there's tons of other ones out there. Just search in Google for A/B testing tool and compare two versions and see which gets the better success. Go and try it on your own website. Lead generation sites that really do well use quality images as well. So we've got some cookies and some nice bit of coffee, and it looks great. It's a really good quality image and it's meaningful. We understand the context, so we're going to presume that this page would then lead us on to an offer to get a free cup of coffee once we've had 5 cups from a particular coffee shop, for example. So you need to use meaningful, real images. It's worth the extra dollars and pounds and pence to buy those images in from either a really good quality stock photography base, or go out and shoot them yourself, or get a professional photographer in, depending how much budget you have. And also, photos of real people and products outperform stock images by almost 95%. So if you've got your own products, use the photos of them. If you can get images inside your own offices or of real people who are working in your business, excellent. That's going to work a lot better than 2 guys shaking hands over a desk. Navigation is always made super easy on lead generation sites. They use sticky menus at the top of every page. They use breadcrumbs on every page so users can navigate backwards nice and easily. A search box normally helps visitors find content, so a simple text search on, for example, your blog will really help users find the content they want, as well as quick links in the footer that catch the visitors at the bottom of the page. So these I normally use for the main service sections of the site or the main categories in an e-commerce site, for example. And lead generation sites are responsive. They're ready on smartphones, tablets, laptops and desktops, and they're super fast to respond to the device width as well. In fact, over 50% of our traffic at New Edge is on mobile and tablets. So having a responsive website that molds itself to the device is absolutely critical for a happy user experience. It's a little bit of a big task to take on yourself probably, but your digital agency should be using responsive design. Go and talk to them about it and make sure that your website performs equally as well on a mobile as it does your desktop. And of course, you need to capture visitor data. This means you need to create web forms that people can type their information into. And this will turn a stranger, just someone visiting your website, into actually someone you can communicate with because you've got their name and email address. Without that, Visitors will just come and go. You'll never ever turn a stranger into a prospect. So make sure you're trying to capture data at every point on your website that's relevant. And of course, lead generation sites, well, they just make sense. They're well written, they have great content with no business jargon. It's just plain English, let's get on with it style content that helps the user solve their challenge. They write content for people, not Google. So years gone by, you would use keyword stuffed articles. That's gone, forget it. It doesn't work anymore. That is the full stop. It doesn't work anymore. So write content for your audience and solve their challenges online. And of course, that content is then based on building trust and helping service the needs of your audience, which in turn is then going to build that trust level to a point where people go, hey, I don't mind sharing this on Facebook. I don't mind sharing this on Twitter. And then all of a sudden you're getting this snowball effect of your content being taken out and distributed through your existing audience. So it's time to take action now and audit your own website. There's a link on this page to the website lead generation checklist. Go and grab that, download it, print it off, and then sit down, block out some time to go through it in detail and open up your website, audit it, and then implement those changes. And that's the end of day one. I look forward to seeing you in day number 2.